Greetings, programs. Welcome back to, I don't know what this is, so this isn't a welcome back. So, Zachimus Prime, a buddy of mine, friend of the channel and everything. I'm forgetting where I have to look because Viewfinder is actually over there. I'm doing this actually on my standard webcam. I don't have a nicer microphone up close to my mouth, so I do apologize. I know the audio here is going to be crap, but there's not a lot I can do about that right now. But, yeah, he showed up with a box, said to do an unboxing. I'm making sure I don't flash the address on the screen here, but I think I know what this is, and I'm really, really excited to check this out if that is the case. So go ahead and carefully open this up while using the most dangerous looking open this up tool I have. Yes, I know right now I'm breaking the cardinal rule. I just cut towards myself. I don't care. There we go. And come on, let's just barely use the very tip of the blade there, so we do not cut anything. Does not need to be cut. But inside the box we have another box. I know, it's so shockingly impressive. Come on. Yeah, I know, riveting footage. You have to look at my back because, unfortunately, yeah, I needed floor space. There's a desk all over here, and I'm still looking in the wrong spot. Let's go ahead and undo the other box. Okay, and the tape's willing to just split, so I don't have to bring a knife in for that. Oh yeah, yep, this is what I thought it is. Oh, nope, come on. I know there's an outer box here, and I want to show the outer box and do this correctly. Watch, I'm gonna have this backwards. Oh my word. It's the Haslab Victory Saber. Oh man, I cannot believe he is letting me look at this before him. This is insane. Like, I want to take a minute before we even like open this thing up. Yeah, I know ring light is gonna be messing up stuff here, but just the artwork on the box is so good. The metallic reds all over there. Do my best to. You can see that the guys are shiny, so that's making it a little weird. Actual pictures of the guy on the back and everything. Side, you've got the individual characters. Big old Transformers here on the side. Holy cow, this is insane. Now, I know there is supposed to be some stuff on the inside of this sleeve. I'm going to not mess with that. I do not want to damage the sleeve. This is going back to Zachimus at the end, and I'm going to make sure it is in as pristine condition as I can possibly muster. Oh, even has like a little cardboard poster in here too. Again, that is just so good. We've got our boy Deathsaurus in the back there. Like, that would have been a little cooler if they hadn't already funded Deathsaurus. I do have Deathsaurus coming, actually, so that's going to be, like, really awesome in a year. But I guess I'll have to, like, re-borrow this guy in a year's time again so that I can compare the two, or... Actually, let's be fair. I'll take my Deathsaurus to Zachimus if he doesn't already have one. We'll be fair about this, but... Okay. Actual, like, full-color instructions in here, which is awesome. There's actually, like, 2 stickers you have to apply. I'm not going to apply those. Again, not my figure, not my circus, not my monkeys. Oh. Like, I'm going to not be completely unboxing this because I do have to return this, but like right off the bat, even the size of the stand you get for this guy is already insane. And it's got, let's see here, come on out. Oh, it's got 2 different ways of setting it up, it looks like, so you can either have it like full vertical or put it that way for the actual like flight mode. I love touches like that. I'm shocked how few flight stands actually bothered with like that little detail of, you know, let me put something at an angle or something. So that's cool. We're gonna have this guy nice and sturdy. I'm 90% sure. Yep, that goes in this way. That makes a little more sense. That way the peg's actually facing forward. Make sure I'm not putting that in front of the camera. Oh man, let's see, that's going to be like a flight stand adapter of some sort. Stick that somewhere unspeakable on one of the guys. Pop out guns, at least the big guns. Make some room over there. Like already the detail and the effort that Hasbro's gone to on this, like it's actually like really nicely painted. They even bothered, you know, making sure it's like it's noticeably painted even on the underside. You can see the, you know, where the paint quite didn't hit, but man, the fact that actually painted it all the way through. Little handles fold down. Not sure if that's supposed to fold down all the way or it does just stop there. I'm not going to force it. So yeah, a pair of those in there. Let's see here. Got a sword blade, so apparently somewhere I'm going to be able to place a sword. Come on here, come on. Let's see if I can. Nope, that is not helping. This camera is a little harder to trick than my normal camera. Kind of see like a lot of detail on that. I look like really creepy in the background there. Here, come on, can I? There, let's bring that down a little bit. Maybe now, kind of. Yeah, there we go. That works. Oh, that looks great. You can already see, like, I guess this character was originally designed by, like, one of the main Gundam guys. It shows. It really shows. Man, I appreciate, like, if I can get it to, there we go. Like, there's actually, like, full molded details on the back side of this. It's not just, you know, the structural waffling. They've actually bothered, like, making it look like something back there. That is nice. Bunch of bright green blast effects. It's the Jetfire blast effects again, but green. Leaving those in there. So, see if I can get this back down in our little cardboard tray here. Alright, so that's the top section all done. And oh my word, I guess I'm gonna have to do some like unpegging and unsnapping of ties, but oh my word, look at these guys. These are so cool. Oh, you can already see the chrome on their chests. Oh man, this is. I am not worthy. Oh, this is so cool. I am not going to use that knife. I want to use some. There we go. When in doubt, fingernail clippers. Because that way I do not run the risk of snipping anything but pull tie. Get out. Oh man, that blaster is so cool already. I love a good giant blaster. That looks great. Like, this is just going to be me sitting around gushing, going, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Why did he let me look at this first? How am I going to convince myself to give it back? And by the time you guys are seeing this, yes, I will have given it back. I'm not a monster. Okay, and there we go. Get him out and just carefully snip that last twisty tie so that I can actually get him back in there later. Okay. So, just right off the bat messing with this guy, I think this is Saber, or wait, it said on the side of the thing here. That one's Saber. Okay, so this is Star Saber himself. Like, this is actually Star Saber. Then the yellow and black guy, that is Victory Leo. Okay. Okay, so this just is Star Saber. And, like, right off the bat, holy cow, this thing is heavy. Like, I've got leader class Megatron over here, you know. So this guy's like real leader class, almost commander class, I would say. It's not quite as big as a Jetfire, I don't think. My Jetfire's put away. But you can see like how he scales alongside the Megatron. And mind you, Megatron here is not a wimpy figure, but this guy weighs like 3 times as much. It's actually shocking how much heavier he is. Bring him in, get some good as I can do detail shots. Can I force the focus here? Not really. Bummer. Oh, come on. Camera, stop looking at me. Look at the thing. This is why I never use this camera. Look at the thing, not me. Look at the awesome boy. Look at him. Can I make... There we go, there we go. Manual focus. Means I just had to keep him magically in the exact same distance now. That looks so good. A little antenna on his head. Move those back and forth, in and out. Not sure exactly where they're supposed to go. Oh, little blasters there on his shoulders. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's. Oh, ratcheted there. Outward joints down low so it doesn't mess up the arm there. Nice tight rotation. Looks like, yeah, he's got 2 elbow joints. Little hindered because of how big that is, but second joint is even a nice ratchet there. And he's got the Jetfire hands where when you close the hand, it pops out the little little spot to actually hold stuff. Head, no up and down because that just opens it and reveals the fact there's a smaller head inside of this guy, but head rotates. Not a full rotation from what I can tell, but again, I wouldn't expect that. This is like a robot inside a robot that then puts another robot on the outside. This is kind of nuts in that way. Oh, good tight waist rotation. Oh, he's got little skirts on the side and the front. Not the back, though. Oh! Oh, that is the sound that dreams are made of. Leg doesn't really go back, just goes way forward. Here, get the arm out of the way. Come on, come on. Can we get that? Yes, we can get that last click. Okay, we'll make Jobby proud. We'll do the beautiful spread. Oh my word, this is so cool. Good. They've actually put the thigh rotation like really high. It's not hampered in any way. Worth mentioning, because I know this is, you know, Haslab or not, this is still a Hasbro product, quote unquote. Like, no visible hollow here to be seen. I think I need to go back to manual or autofocus. There we go. Yeah, no big hollow parts on him. Just like actually well filled in robot. The doesn't feel like, oh no, there is an ankle tilt. It's slight because of, again, like kind of all the bigness around the leg there, but there is an ankle tilt. Soft ratchet for the knee. Consistent ratchets, something I'm going to check for after dealing with that Magic Square figure where half the ratchets were great and half of them weren't. Oh my word. Like, I know there's more here. There's a lot more here. I don't know if I'm going to get to everything. That way I can just say, hey, go watch Zachamus's video, but oh my word. Let's see here. Oh, there's a boy in the chest. I can see him hiding under here. Oh, the helmet just comes off entirely. Okay. Okay, that is, I love that for some reason. I'm just gonna leave him like this for the rest of the video. Okay. Something's pegging in somewhere. Let's be. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay, we'll put that to the side. Like, after I finish recording this, I'm gonna like go through, do all the modes properly. I'll look up a video or something so I don't have to mess up Zachamus's instructions here. I'll put a bunch of pictures and just throw them up at the end. But man, let's see, and then this is little man here is, so this is Saber. Okay, so apparently the big thing that has no head after you take Saber out is Star, I'm guessing. Something like that. Okay, come on. Come on. I know a folded up leg when I see a folded up leg. How do I unfold it? There's no way your legs are that short. I'm sure Zachamus is going to see this and like lose his mind like, you idiot, just open the instructions. I cannot bring myself to do that with something this insanely cool. I have respect for the fact that this is not mine. There we go. Fold up. Knee pad. Fold out. Toe. Same thing over here. Work that joint out. Up. That closed up. Knee pad up. Toe out. Okay. And there we've got little Saber. And he's actually quite little. See, I've actually got deluxe class sideswipe here. So you can see, like, he's actually sizably, like, very noticeably smaller than even just a already not very large deluxe. This guy's like almost, he's like pseudo scout class, and I did not fold out his other hand. How dare I? How dare I? Yeah, even just on this little tiny guy, he looks so good. Let's see if I can get the. Okay, we gotta do this thing again. Woo. Woo. Nope, too far. Woo the other way. Woo the other way. Where's that sweet spot? Where's it? Where is it? If I just hide my face, will the camera... Like, okay, there. The camera actually autofocused. This guy looks really good. Again, he's got sculpted detail all over. Nice and clean. I wish I had like a real camera for doing this. I wouldn't be able to do this on my phone because it would not like lasting just a long uncut recording like this. The little guy does have shoulders shift up. Nice. Now he's got little shoulder spikes. Okay, I missed that. He does have hollow like forearm insides. Not a big deal. They were smart. They used a ball joint for his wrists, so the transformation joint is also a wrist rotation. Not enough figures do that, and I don't know why, because that makes it just infinitely so much easier. Because of the extra joint in the shoulder, his arm will go out all the way. Ball joint at the top, so it full rotation, bicep, 90-degree bend, wrist, like I already mentioned. Head is just on a rotation there, but waist rotation, the obvious plane on his back does get in the way of that, but I don't like, with all the stuff that this guy is doing, I do not mind. Like, for a combiner, the fact that this guy, this little tiny guy, still has this much posability, he even manages to have like it's a little bit, it's just a little bit, but he still has an ankle rocker in there. That is so good. Here, just because it's funny in my way of doing things. Give him the giant blaster. Oh my word. Yeah, again, I'm just kind of going through this and unboxing, seeing what's here. Like I said, pictures and stuff at the end, and I'll voice over with some less horrible audio, hopefully, to give it at least a short review at the end of all this. But right now, you're getting to see the 31-year-old man regress into a 6-year-old kid going, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" Okay. And we've got a lot in here. There they are. Let's go ahead and start by very carefully snipping out our MicroMasters. Now, I know these guys are just repaints of MicroMasters we already have, so even in any kind of reviewing stuff, I'm not going to do too much, since I do actually own most of the MicroMasters. I'll look at the main releases of these guys. Paint on them looks lush, though. Like, they've got some really nice quality paint jobs on here. Go ahead shift down his shoulders. And you got the little fire truck guy. This stuff is just too cool. Alright. Someday I will invest in like some regular, like snips or something, so I can do this without being weird and using nail clippers. There we go. Okay. Oh. And on the wings, these wing ones are going to be a little tricky to get. Oh, not fit it that way. Okay, and there's one freed from his package, Victory Leo. And, like, again, all of these guys, they are so heavy for their size. This thing weighs as much as Megatron does. I don't know if that's just showing how really awesome these ones are, or maybe Megatron wasn't as cool as I thought he was. I mean, to be fair, I still love that Megatron. As well as, like, the literal one-time only, crowdfunded Hasbro set. It, frankly, better have some stuff to it that's, like, way beyond the, anything that's a normal mass release. There's no good way to actually... Come on. Just do that and pull out the last blaster. There we go. Snip that one out for sake of saying I did it. And what I'm guessing something to do with this gun to make it two-handable or something. Again, pictures will happen after I know what the heck's going on here. Let's go ahead and just check this guy out. And yes, obviously that does mean I won't have the full combined mode here. Live reaction, whatever. See, no ratchets in the elbows. I wouldn't expect them at this size, to be honest, though. Looks like the fist should rotate, but... Here, let me check on the other one. Maybe that one's just tight. Yeah, that one's just tight. He does have wrist rotations. Head can rotate, and don't make him look up. Just I think it's kind of a thing. These guys are just side to side. All of them are just side to side. Oh, you can angle the little teeth, horn things. Okay. Okay, yeah, that part folds up. That makes more sense. No waist swivel, but I can already see the seam where this guy like literally splits down the middle, so I'm not surprised he doesn't have a waist swivel. Bit over 90-degree bend at the elbow. That's a good range for a single joint, actually. That's cool. Oh. Ow! He's pointy. He bit me. But nice ratchet there in the legs. Because of the guns on his hips, you can't actually do a spread without like undoing that joint and starting to, untransform him. 90 degrees at the knee. Okay, so he doesn't have an ankle tilt. You can just go boop and break his toes off of his whole foot. Oh my word. Oh, it's a little jank, but like the density, the sculpted detail, man, like you're still not gonna get me to complain on these guys. This is still great. I know this is probably wrong, but I want to give him those. This is such a cool team. I'd start like doing my usual recommend, go get it thing, but I can't. You can't. Sorry. That's how it works. Oh my word. So let's see what have we got here. I think this is like, I don't know, I'm not gonna mess with this later, but I can tell somehow this becomes like the hilt handle thing for the sword. Okay, yeah, I need to get into some instructions and, I'll take proper pictures with this guy. But, yeah, this thing is absolutely awesome. My mind is kind of blown, and I'm going to be having a lot of fun messing around with this guy. Hopefully right now you're already looking at the pictures. I will shut up, let you guys just enjoy the view. Okay, so we've moved over to the semi-traditional reviewing space. Pictures aren't going to do it justice. I've got to go full proper review on this guy. So, what we're going to do here is I'm just going to be showing the modes off. I know that everyone has already done their videos on the full transformations and stuff. I'm just going to pull out the modes, show them off up close. You can actually hear me now without wanting to cut your ears off. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I am actually having to sit on the floor to have enough space to get this guy in front of the camera and in frame. This is the full combined mode for the spaceship. I know this has a name. I can't remember what it is. This mode, really feels like, a Gundam style thing. This is where you can definitely tell that, again, Star Saber's design did come from a Gundam designer. Little landing skids right here that you can fold up. You guys have no idea the weird angles I'm having to do to try to get this in frame. But yeah, this mode is kind of fun, actually. I'm not going to lie. This is a big dumb bucket of fun, as well as it can actually go on the flight stand this way, at which point it is too low for the angle I've got set up. But yeah, so this is the flight mode, or flight stand, flight mode, whatever. It is just latching on with that weird little blue piece. There is a little tab right there that's pegging in right there to hold it in, so... But yeah, all in all, a little bit of a messy mode, but pretty neat, actually. This is cool. I do appreciate that, like, all the weapons are here, all the pieces. Like, there's no leftover parts from this. This is everything in the box, except for the Micromasters, but they don't count. And then we go to the Victory Leo, not Victory Leo, Star Saber jet mode, just on his own, the big super jet. It is literally the same thing, but we have ripped Victory Leo out of the back, and I put the guns on the other side, just to say I did. However, if you take off the big gun, and give me a second to double check that I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, I was doing it right. You can do this thing where the Victory Leo on his own has become his own sort of like weird spacecraft thing. Most Victory Leo transformations you will notice are incredibly messy. This whole set very much, it kind of has that Gundam vibe of, this is not disguise, this is not trying to, pretend it's something else. These are utility alt modes, which I'm always okay with. That's not a deal breaker by any means to me. And in fact, there's something I find kind of enjoyable about it, because it's like, yeah, sure,
the lion guy has turned into a flying thing. It's still fun. I can get behind this. And staying on the topic of Victory Leo, here he is in his Leo mode. I have seen this mode done 2 different ways, where you either leave the wings completely out or fold them up at that first joint and keep them like that. I think the full wing spread does look a bit cooler. Not a lot to go over in this mode. The lion head can rotate. There is a mouth in here that you can open up. It doesn't open super far. Could just be tight, because this guy, like, all over is incredibly tight for the joints. But you can see they did actually bother painting, you know, the red tongue and the white teeth. Nice touch. The arms are exactly the same as, you know, the arms, obviously. You do have a hinge back here for the kitty leg, as well as joint there, and a joint there. And this weird kind of stump of a tail, so that he's at least got something back there, I guess. It works. It works. It's actually, like, Victory Leo's non-robot modes, this is easily his best, actually, so props. And finally, we get down to the tiny, tiny little red jet mode of Saber himself. Not a lot to go over. This is probably the best looking, like, in terms of being a normal thing of all these little alt modes. Little thrusters in the back. Blast effects compatible. It looks really good, and I love, Saber, as I recall, is technically I want to say he's a Brain Master. So you do get the absolute tiniest little nugget of a guy. They still bothered to put the gold paint on his chest. Like, I can't really bring him close to the camera because I'm now reaching inside of the ring light, but he looks really good. He's got a part of an upside down face on his back. Little ball joints in the shoulders. They pop off if you're not careful. They're mostly rotation, but there's a little in and out. And he can sit down and stand up. It is, I wish I had, I don't have any of my Titan Masters handy right now, but this thing is seriously like half the size of a Titan Master. This is so tiny. It's so good. I love it. Okay, and going to Saber and his little robot mode. Going to go ahead and leave him without a head here, so that we can show how you actually handle this version of the Brain Master thing. You're simply going to go ahead, take this little guy, and it's a little tricky to get started here, but go ahead and just fold this face up, which will push his his face into the back there. Then just open up the chest here on Saber. See, there's a little slot right there. There's a little tab sticking out of this guy's butt. Go ahead and just tab that in, push the head into the helmet, and close him up. Which means, yes, actually, in a really cool move, when you're turning the head, the entire tiny robot is actually being rotated. So, like, yes, that does lead to some hindered articulation, but I don't care. That's actually really, really neat in my opinion. Here you can see, nice, lots of paint on this guy that you don't normally get. You definitely feel, the extra premiumness of this guy. Not a bad little transformation either, especially when you, again, consider this guy, let's see, he's a 4-changer technically. Like, every piece of this is a 4-changer. So, with all of that considered, this little dude is seriously, seriously awesome, I think. And finally here with Victory Leo's final mode in this set. Again, the robot mode looks pretty good. The split running all the way down his body is, it's a little obvious at times. It is what it is. It's to be expected, especially for a figure that does bisect so much. Like, literally, this whole everything here just comes out of the figure and then rips in half. You can see they missed a little. Well, I guess can't say they missed, but they didn't quite line those two halves up right. So it's like, if everything else wasn't so awesome, yeah, that would be annoying. Like, if I just got this guy, yeah, that might bug me. At least for me, taking this all in as, like, just a big package deal. Yeah, no, I can't complain. This is still a really, really neat robot mode. And I even kind of like the way that, the face for this mode is just hiding underneath the lion mode head. You fold out these little, like, saber teeth into horns. It's such a look. It's such a this guy kind of thing. I definitely like it. I also like the little Gatling guns on his hips. That's actually kind of neat, I think. Alright, and next we have the standalone Star Saber on his own. I am skipping the base mode. The base mode is dumb, like most base modes are. I can think of, like, 2 base modes in all of Transformers I like that are actually worth talking about. One thing I will mention about this guy, though, is a really, really nice little attention to detail, because I know that in the show, he basically, he stored the blade of his sword in just kind of the spaceship bulk. Yeah, that's actually where the sword blade has been this entire time, while the hilt has been, the nose of Saber himself in the spaceship mode, or jet mode. And again, we'll just appreciate some of these ratchets here. Oh, they're beautiful. Beautiful sounds. This guy looks awesome. These antennae are a tiny bit loose. Nothing that a drop of floor polish or 2 or maybe some kikis or something won't tighten up without even, trying. I love the blue eyes on this guy. You do actually get some, head articulation as long as you don't just go all the way and reveal the little tiny head in there. Which, again, I still get a kick out of doing this with him. That looks funny. I like it. I like it a lot. Good range of posability overall. Like, obviously, this is kind of the core mode, more or less. So they did a really good job making it really, really good and articulated. This is a great mode. And finally, here we are with the ultimate mode of this guy, Victory Star Saber. And holy crap, this guy is big. This guy is so cool. Nothing really to go over in terms of posability or anything, because he is actually still using every joint that Star Saber used. The only thing worth mentioning, really, is that because of the Victory Leo bits coming down here and going on to the ankles, this piece can untab pretty easily and, like, open up that leg joint, so be mindful of that. But it does kind of make the little bit of ankle rock there a bit more dynamic, simply from the fact that now there's this, a bunch of extra length sticking off of it. Then, of course, you have, just part of a kitty hanging out on his back. But just overall, this is so spectacular. Even before you go ahead and arm him up, to arm him up, there is actually a little, like, cover on the blaster there. Goes down around the handguard, or makes a handguard, I guess. So we'll go ahead, give him the rifle. Yes, the rifle is crazy long, and so you have to really keep his arm straight while you're doing that. Then go ahead here. You've got two little clips on the inside there that will clip on these sections for the shield, or he can just hold the handle, whichever one you prefer. Oh, I did forget, you need to put the handle itself in the front to do that. But there you go, give him the shield. Just go ahead and take the smaller gun and just peg it on the side of the big one, because why not? Also, I do apologize if you hear me breathing a bit more than normal. I'm having to, like, do a full crunch to get down low enough to do this because of the weird setup. So, yeah, my lungs are not really able to open, so yeah, there's a reason I'm getting a little gaspy. It's not that I'm a fat piece of garbage. It's the fact that I'm in a really, really bad position for breathing in general. But, for the sword, something I really love about the sword, actually, is that both of his side skirts have a little 5mm port. So you can actually peg the sword just right there on the side skirt, and it looks like he's got it, you know, sheathed on his side or something. Like, I'm sure there's, there's, a bunch of ports back here on the side of the kitty arm or something. There's other places to put it. It looks the best back there, in my opinion. Also, I don't remember if I actually said, but these little guns here on the shoulders, these are actually posable. They will fold down all the way to get out of the way, which will interfere with the wings in this mode. So, generally, you get the best posing if you leave them up. But, overall, this thing is just incredible. I am so blown away by this figure. Also, yes, if you put the stand in this orientation, you've got this. I think technically that's just a 5mm port. It looks bigger, but I think it's still just 5mm. There is a hole in his butt right there, which is also a screw hole. Go ahead. Knock the sword off. We'll go ahead and put it there for now. That way you can put them on here and pose them in a epic running pose. As is usual with stands like this, there is a little bit of wibble wobble. That's to be expected. It's not a big deal. Anyone who's used these stands before knows that that is a thing that happens. He's sitting kind of crooked right now. I will tell you, I'm literally on carpet right now. Like, there's carpet underneath me. So, he's sitting crooked because of the carpet, not because of the stand. The stand works really, really good. But, overall, yeah. Again, I can't, quote-unquote, recommend this guy because, technically I can, because, there are people selling him. So you will be able to find, eBay sellers and stuff. But, obviously, they're also going to be really, really raising the price. This guy, to back him, was about $180. I guess it was about $170 or $197 or so after tax and or shipping and such. So, consider this guy like a $200 figure. At the $200 base, maybe even with how good he is and how dense he is and everything, I can even say like $250, $300. If you can find him being sold for that, it's worth doing. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some stores that backed a whole bunch just to sell off as well. So, if you're able to get him for around that much, do it. Like, this is a premium product that feels premium. Like, this guy is heavy, he's well painted, he's well constructed, just so awesome in so many ways. yes, he's going to be a hunt if you're trying to get him now, but he is worth the hunt as long as you, again, I wouldn't say, like, once you get about to 350, it gets a little iffy for me. If you really want him, obviously, he's worth whatever you're willing to pay, but he is so cool. So stinking cool. Again, massive shout out to Zachamus for letting me get the unboxing and everything of this guy. Yeah, I'm still a little lost for words on this guy. He's just awesome. So, yep. Thank you guys, as usual, for listening to me rant, ramble, and lose my mind. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. This was like a spectacle thing. I'm already really looking forward to next year when I get to do the same thing with Deathsaurus. But all that aside, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.